Welcome to Okoboji Broadcast, everybody. I'm with my good friend Rebecca Peters, of course, the director of Okoboji Tourism, and today she has brought me to Iowa Lakeside Labs right here. Beautiful, right off Miller's Bay is on the other side of us here.
Yeah, just right through that window there.
Yeah, isn't this a beautiful facility?
Yes.
This is the weight building that we're in.
Weight
here.
Lab is where we're at today, which is kind of the newest lab that's on the property and really a premier research facility right here in the state of Iowa, and we're lucky enough to have it right here in Okoboji.
Yeah, we got a couple of students doing some research in one of the labs just off of the camera. You can't see them, but Rebecca and I, we know they're there. Yeah. Oh, well, you know, and the reason we're out here today, first we do want to educate people what Iowa Lakeside Labs, what it's all about and its history, but normally this weekend, and I'm not even sure how many years this has gone on, Rebecca, but with the Blue Water Festival.
Yeah, this is always kind of the weekend we like to think of as like Okoboji Water Quality Weekend, because we have the Okoboji Blue Water Festival, which is such a fun day filled with exhibitors who tell you about all the great things that they do to assist with water quality, not just here in the Iowa Great Lakes area, but also throughout the state of Iowa, and what you can do to help make a positive impact as well. And there are activities for the kids, and there are activities for adults, and there are panel speakers, and it all takes place in Preservation Plaza on like overlooking Westlake Okoboji. It's such a beautiful facility, and you get to listen to some of the greatest minds in their panel discussions and keynote speakers, hearing about some of the issues that are taking place, and you get to learn really about how this area is really on the forefront of water quality and setting the positive trends for what needs to be happening, not just here in our little community, but also in the state and really throughout the nation.
Yes.
And so that's one of those things, and then that event culminates with an incredible concert in Preservation Plaza, followed by fireworks, and it's such a fun day, but because of everything that happened this year, that has been postponed for 1 year. So we look forward to seeing everybody on the second Saturday of August next year for the Okoboji Blue Water Festival. That's a free event, and it's so much fun for everyone. So we encourage you to mark your calendars now. You'll want to be there. But just because we're not going to have a festival dedicated to water quality doesn't mean that this community isn't dedicated to it and furthering positive water quality efforts year-round.
Yeah, when you think about the generations that have either vacationed, made their homes in the Iowa Great Lakes, our forefront thought should be, how can we hand this to the next generation and generations beyond that?
Exactly.
And it's all those steps that keep these beautiful, pristine blue waters as healthy as we possibly can.
Yeah, and we're incredibly fortunate in this area. Our County Board of Supervisors, all of our city councils, our zoning boards, they all do a really great job of making sure that water quality is on the forefront of their mind when they're thinking about different zoning ordinances. Yeah. So they incorporate low impact development in all of those codes, and so that way, as new developments are built throughout this area, they take into consideration that they're helping the environment rather than maybe hurting it.
Yeah.
So we're really lucky that we have such forward thinkers leading this community.
Yeah, and you know, and a lot of that, what we've learned and what we know have come from the history of where we stand right now. I think it's 170 some acres. I can't.
147
acres. I knew there was a 7 in there somewhere. Yeah, 147 acres.
So in 1909, Dr. Thomas McBride and some colleagues from the University of Iowa founded Iowa Lakeside Lab, and they created this space and they founded this space so that people could learn about nature in nature. And that is still true today, which is so very lucky. So for us to be able to have a facility like this, 147 acres, that people can do hands-on environmental education and learning, and with the incredible labs that they have here, the research that's being done is just amazing. And it's right on the shores of beautiful Westlake Okoboji. So we have students from all over the state of Iowa, and we have individuals really from all over the world that come to Lakeside Lab to do research and to learn about water quality and to learn about so many other things. And this is a beautiful campus that everyone is really welcome to come and enjoy and learn.
Yeah, and years ago, I mean, you know, the Civilian Corps of CCC.
Yep.
And when you see all these stone buildings like you do at our state parks and so forth, they were the ones during the Depression that built many of these buildings that still stand out
built
here.
This up. So in the 1930s, like you said, they came and they built 5 laboratories. They built, I think, 4 bunkhouses. They built restroom facilities and a number of other amenities on the campus. And that really helped catapult this to be kind of that environmental learning center so that more people could come and experience it. And over the years, there's been such great support from the state of Iowa and the Board of Regents who own and manage this facility, as well as the Friends of Iowa Lakeside Lab, who help raise money and donate so that this beautiful facility can invite more people to come and learn right here.
Yeah.
So it's really incredible, the history of this space, but it's also pretty incredible some of the projects that they're doing here right now.
Oh my goodness, yes. And of course the testing, so many people volunteer. I think you're one of them that continually test the water quality and bring the samples in, and that is all analyzed to see what our lakes are doing.
That's exactly
what's new,
right.
what's staying the same.
Yeah, so for over 20 years there's a program called CLAMP, which is the Cooperative Lakes Area Monitoring Project. And I mean, when you think about it, there are an army of volunteers who are just normal people like you and I, who go out to a certain spot around the lakes area every week, and I think it's maybe every other week, and they take water samples from that spot. And for 20 years, we've been taking water samples from those same spots.
Yeah.
I mean, think about the wealth of data and information we have from that. And because of that information, that data that's been collected, our leaders in this community have been able to identify different areas that maybe need some extra help, some wetlands that need to be restored, or some different practices that need to be put into place to help improve our water quality. And because we've been able to collect that data and monitor those and put these new practices in place, we have some of the best water quality in the Iowa Great Lakes area that we've ever had.
My goodness,
and it's
yes.
all because of those volunteers who are taking their time to collect that data, and because of the great scientists here at Iowa Lakeside Lab and the State Hygienic Lab who are helping us run those water samples. So it's really pretty impressive.
And our great volunteers that volunteer at boat ramps, you know, to look for out of state, you know, for all the years, I can remember years ago talking about Eurasian milfoil. We were trying, and so many lakes in Minnesota had been overrun with these things, and through all these efforts, we have managed to keep the Iowa Great Lakes. Because people care.
I mean, that's what's so important. And then we also, for a number of years, we've had the Glion Buoy that you can see, if you're in Westlake, Okoboji, you can see there's some markers around it so that you don't accidentally run it over. But it's a buoy that's there, and it goes all the way down in the depths. You know, Westlake, Okoboji is one of the deepest natural lakes in the state of Iowa. And so this buoy helps us take water samples constantly. And that's a great way for the scientists here at Lakeside Lab, and really anyone can log in and view the data so that they can see what's happening with our lakes and water conditions. But also it's been really nice for the fishermen because they can log in to that data and see what the water temperatures are and what the oxygen levels are, and that helps them give a good idea on what levels they should be fishing at. And then just this year they added another Glion Buoy up on Big Spirit Lake, which is the largest natural lake in the state of Iowa. So it's exciting to have 2 of those buoys collecting data constantly.
Yes, it is, and it adds so much to trying to keep our water quality, our clarity, and all these things. We're so fortunate, and we don't want to mess it up.
No, definitely not. But it's important to have the data, the research to back up the ideas. And so that's what they're doing right here at Lakeside Lab. And you can definitely reach out and get involved if that's something that you have an interest in. But if you're just curious about this facility and you want to learn more, the nice thing is that in, where's my note about it? In 2006, this became a Regents Resource Center, with the mission that it will be a place for all people of all ages and backgrounds to study nature in nature. So it's not just for students anymore. Everyone is welcome to come out here and to experience nature and to learn more. And one of my favorite activities that they have for people to do that is a treasure hunt. So when you come into the main entrance, there's a kiosk by the parking entrance, and they have a treasure map there. So you can pull one of the treasure maps and you can go on your own, but it's really so much more fun as a group. And you can explore all 147 acres here at Lakeside Lab, and you can just learn about nature and have fun. And that's really one of the best things. And that's what's so great about this facility is we're right on the shores of Westlake, Okoboji. We're learning, we're embracing science and nature, and and it's free for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah, we all get to be students, and we all get to partake in keeping this area as pristine as we possibly can. So Lakeside Labs, just on Highway 86 on the west side of West Okoboji. Look for the signs alongside.
Yeah, just look for the signs.
Yeah, just kind of north of, I would say, Crescent Beach. And that, so.
Yeah.
Because you can drive right by it if you're not looking.
Yeah, blink and it's gone.
Yeah, because there's so much nature, you got to look for the sign. All right, the weekend ahead, Rebecca, we've got
live music.
Live music, yes, we do.
Live music everywhere, which is so fun. We've got the farmers market in the park. We've got fireworks on Saturday night after the concert. So, I mean, it's going to be another great weekend in Okoboji. And the few days this week have been a little bit cooler. So really great days to explore our local museums and retail shops.
Yes.
And enjoy dinner on a patio, which has been so fun, and sit around a fire pit. But this weekend's going to warm up a little bit more, and so great time to be out on the water, great time to be enjoying all the great things that Okoboji has to offer.
Yeah, Thunder Rolls will be on the Preservation Plaza, free Garth Brooks tribute, and that should get people excited. And,
yep.
And the State Pier, now last I talked to the design engineer from Beck Engineering, they were grouting the fountain.
Is it set now?
It was set, and they had to let it.
Yeah, they had to let it cure
for a few days, and he thought by this weekend, possibly, cross your fingers, that will be going as well.
Oh my gosh, that's so special. It's been really fun throughout this whole season to watch these projects evolve and come along, and they just become more and more beautiful as different pieces get put into place. But I've been so excited for the water to get added to that fountain, because it's gorgeous the way it is, but that water element is really going to add that next level.
Yeah, I have to toss out, my daughter Reagan is getting married on Saturday, and her reception is in the roof garden. So I told her, the fireworks, the Garth Brooks concert, and the fountain going in the pier, it's all for you.
I know, it's so special. You're the best dad.
I do what I can.
Pat yourself on the back.
I have to. It's so anyway, if people want information on things going on this weekend, our shops, our lodging, and so forth.
All the music, everything that's happening, yeah.
And not just this weekend, your magazine has, as we look ahead, you got everything in there.
Right, thank you. Yes, so you can go to vacationokoboji.com and you can learn about great facilities like Iowa Lakeside Lab. You can learn about our calendar of events, everything that's taking place in the area. That's right there. You can learn about all the lodging and the dining. Everything you need to know for a weekend away is right there. And if you want to do some long-term planning, go ahead and request a free Vacation Okoboji visitor guide be sent to you. So it's about 140 pages, and it has everything about the whole area in it, and it's also has beautiful photography in it. So it's really fun to look through, and just a great resource to plan your next trip here. So we're happy to send it free of charge. So just visit vacationokoboji.com and request a guide.
Very good, my friend. Well, thank you for inviting me here out to Lakeside Labs, and thanks to the staff and Lee's Rotai. I know everybody out here, they're wonderful.
Yeah.
So you stop in as well. Check out Iowa Lakeside Labs in the west side of Okoboji. We thank Rebecca Peters from Okoboji Tourism for inviting us here and taking some time with us. We thank you for watching us right here on Okoboji Broadcast. Okoboji Broadcast with Jeff Thee is brought to you in part by the headquarters of the University of Okoboji is at the Three Suns, open Monday through Saturday 10 to 5 and Sunday noon to 4. Last Touch Painting and Cleaning, providing interior, exterior, and house painting and professional cleaning services in Spirit Lake. Okoboji Mattress Company, 1 mile west of the junction of Highway 9 and 71 in Spirit Lake. Bank Midwest, dream big, plan wisely, live well. And Ducky's Marine and Motorsports Repair in Spirit Lake. Lakes Regional Healthcare and Avera Partner. Brand's Law Office in Spirit Lake. Ruthven Locker, where carnivores are welcome on Hill Avenue in Spirit Lake. Beck Engineering in Spirit Lake. Be Radiant Laser Skin Studio, newly located in the Okoboji Plaza in Okoboji. And by Quest Wealth Management, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Advisors Jan Spielman, AJ Spielman, and Erica Wachholz.